أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Rizwan.
Thank you for that response. I hope that those who joined for the first time had some idea that what we are doing, uh, and all of us had time to look at the homework and also the slides. It is very important that you do revise. This particular class is, as you must have noticed when we announced, we are offering these classes only for serious learners, those who are really learners. I have been offering these classes for very many years now, and a number of sessions have been recorded. You can just go on our website and you can get them. We don't we allow anybody to come and benefit from there. But this class is live classes where I am just now live with you. These are for serious learners who would like to interact and ask questions. If you just would like to benefit from past recordings, you're welcome to just listen to them and benefit without even registering now. So keep that in mind because we really believe, I personally believe that Quran and Majid, if we were to understand what Allah is talking in the Quran, if we understand directly, the impact will have a completely different kind of impact. You will enjoy because now you will be able to understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. Right? And when Allah is talking to his creature, it has a very strong impact, right? This is how Allah is talking to us through Quran. Now, these are His words, and He is living, and we are living just now. So He's talking to us. His impact is very different, and I'm letting you know through experience. Now, since I started learning Quranic language and Arabic and reading Quran, it is different impact. It's so much powerful that I feel like just not living it. But of course, there are other things in life we have to, also do this. Yeah. So let us now come to this surah. We discuss Al-Falaq. Today we'll discuss Al-Nas. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس صدق الله العلي العظيم. The meaning is there, right? You can see that, oh Allah, I seek protection, refuge of the, I seek the refuge of the Lord of humans, Malik Nas, the one who is Malik, Lord of the, or the master of the humans, Malik, or or you can see Malik also king of the Nas. Now, Ilahin Nas, the sovereign, sovereign of the humans, right? Ilahin Nas, sorry, Kul Rabbin Nas, Lord of the human beings, Malik Nas, sovereign of the humans, or the king of the humans, Ilahin Nas, right? God of the human beings. Nas, humans, which is good. من شر الوسواس الخناس. But from what? From the mischief of waswasa is whispering, temptation of waswasa al-khannas. No, from the what evil of the sneaky tempter. No, the one who does whisper, and khannas who tempts. Right? Alladhi, the one who yuwaswisu. Same word. This waswasa is a noun. This is a verb, yuwaswisu. In Arabic, for example, we say kataba, he wrote. Kitab is a book, right? So from verb, we get into noun. So al-waswasa is the whisperings, which is a noun because you can see this alif lam. And yuwaswisu, this is the one who does waswasa, the one who whispers. So this is a verb. Fi sudurin nas, in the chest or the breast of human being. Min al-jinnati wal nas, amongst the jinns and also the people. So sometimes somebody also can mislead you even of the human beings, not only of the shaitan. Now, من شر الوسواس الخناس. Now this alladhi is the one who. But you can see there is no alladhi, there is no fatha on right? You can see. Although we say alladhi yuwaswisu fi nas, but there is no fatha. Why? Because this is an alif which is known as hamzatul wasl. Hamzatul wasl, that means that alif which is just there to join, it is only pronounced when you begin with it. So if you pause here, Misharul Waswasil Khannas, because you now pause and starting a new verse, we say Alladhi. But if I don't know how to, for example, start, we say, I can also say Misharul Waswasil Khannas Alladhi was fil nas, right? So Khannasil Ladhi. When I say Khannasil Ladhi, this alif will remain silent. So this alif, right, is known as Hamzatul Wasl. Hamza is alif also. This is Hamzatul Wasl. That means which is just there to connect. Alladhi waswis fi nas. We only pronounce it if it is beginning. Otherwise, we don't pronounce it. Tajweed rules, of course, like last time, make sure that we say A'udhu bi. This is and Ain. A'udhu bi rabbin nas. Right? So all 6 verses end with letter 9 with a nun with shadda, and followed by sin. We should pronounce this clearly. Rabbin nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas, waswasil khannas, fi sudurin nas, min al-jinnati wan nas. It should be pronounced very clearly. Okay? We will listen today the Qari. Okay? So if you decide to join verses 4 and 5, من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي, then we'll just say خناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. Okay, let us listen to the Qari, just to realize that how this what they are reciting this thing. So I'm going to exit from this slide and now connect to what share with you my slide where I'm going to listen to the recital. Okay, so share. And now you will see here. So this is, can you all see this? This is tanzil.net. Okay, can you see this thing, tanzil.net?
Yes, we can.
We can, yeah.
Okay, so this is Surah Al-Falaq. Okay, that's Surah Al-Falaq. Here it is. Okay, and then we will listen to the reciter. Okay, about 2 to 3 reciters, just to see how they recite. So this is Husari. SubhanAllah, this particular tanzil.net, you can see has how many, almost, I think you can count it, right? Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 reciters, okay? So you can choose any one of that. What is your preference? Whom should you listen to? Anybody's preference? Sorry?
Do we have Abu Bakr in here?
Abu Bakr is not here.
Okay.
You can see that. Can't you see also the list here? Can you see the list here?
Yeah, it's very small. Anyways.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So let's say, for example, let's take who's, no, Al-Ghamidi, okay? Al-Ghamidi. And let's start, okay?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Could you hear them reciting?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So did you see, this is what we covered last week, that in this is a kalkala, right? Kalkala. Kalkala are this kaf, kaf, kaf again, and ba, and dal, and again dal, right? So because kalkala has, we said there are 5 letters, right? Anybody knows what are the 5 letters of kalkala?
Yeah, can I go?
Yes, which are the little.
Yeah, so it's Qaf, Ta,
Mhm.
Ba, Jim, and Dal.
Okay, Kaf, Pa, Ba, Jim, and Dal. Okay, so this is Kaf, you can see all the way, and then this is Ba, and again there is Dal and Dal. So this surah, all 5 verses, end with Kalkala. So again, once more, let's listen to a Shia reciter. Okay, so the last one here in the list is Parhizgar. This is a Shia reciter, Parhizgar. Okay, let's listen to him.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
You see, at the end, every letter, the way it ends, as if you are knocking. Qalaq, qalaq, waqab, right? Uqad. Just be very, if you listen to that he's making sure that these last letters are pronounced very clearly, as if you end with that thing. He's making extra effort to make sure it is pronounced. Okay, once more. Let's listen to again what Parisgar. Okay.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
Did you see that right? So that was Kalkala. Now let's listen to Surah Nas, okay?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
Do you see how he says Nas, Nas throughout, right? It's very important. These are some of the Jid rules, and it has its function. I don't have just now the article in front of me, but if I get from my collections, I'll share with you sometimes that these are so powerful. And this is why when Quran Majid was being revealed and being recited to the Quraysh at that time, it had a very powerful impact, right? People who were enemies of the Prophet and his mission, they were just on account of the power of the Quran, they were fascinated, and then they became Muslims and they realized that this is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although we are not Arabs, but when it comes to learning Quran correctly, we can do that. We can do that because Allah has said in the Quran that it is easy to remember. Moreover, of course, all of us I see here who are present today, we speak more than one language, so we can do that thing. Okay, so keep this in mind, and that's why I thought that I will make a point that we also listen today to the recitation. Okay, let's go back to our slides. Any question before I go to the next slide? No questions? Okay, we go to the next slide. Okay. This is a brief, just tafsir. Now, what I've done, because I don't want to spend much time, it is, as we said, it's Quranic, Arabic and knowledge. And I'm sure many of you are more interested in Arabic, but at the same time, I thought that I also include some of the knowledge, because it makes it interesting. The book which I'm using for our class, when it comes to brief tafsir, this was the book. Okay, last week we did Falak. This week we did Nas. Okay, so this is the book which I've used. This is available also online. You can download, for example, you can get a hard copy or also a Kindle copy. It's Tafsir Tadabbur al-Quran. Okay, it is Surah al-Fatiha, and it also has 4 kul. Okay, And then, of course, besides that, you can also have Juzul Amma separately, which we are going to use. Even this weekend on Saturday, there is a quiz taking place, and those participants will be quizzed from the tafsir. They'll use this tafsir tadabbur. Okay. So just I wanted to share with you that those are interested. Okay. Let's go now. I will very quickly look at this tafsir. An-Nas in the preceding surah Al-Falaq together are known as Al-Mu'awwizatayn. Al-Mu'awwizatayn, the two surahs that begin with the seeking refuge to Allah, A'udhu. Both of them begins the word A'udhu. So this is a dual Mu'awwizatayn. For example, Sibtain, Hasanain, Sakalain, these are all dual. Okay. So Mu'awwizatayn, you should know that these are two surahs which begin with what A'udhu. So it's known as Al-Mu'awwizatayn. And often you'll find in some of the amal, they say that you recite Al-Mu'awwizatayn. In the namaz, you recite Al-Mu'awwizatayn. Okay, so keep in mind that these are two surah. It is the last surah of the Quran in the traditional arrangement. The way it is arranged there, the traditional arrangement in the Quran, this is the last surah. Nas was revealed along with Al-Falaq or immediately after it. So there are two versions we get. Some version says that both of them were together, so they were together. Some say no. One was revealed Falak, and then of course Nas was revealed. But both of revealed Makkah. In Al-Falaq, the Prophet and Muslims by extension were instructed to seek protection in Allah from the evils of the external forces, right? Because if you see Surah Al-Falaq, which we decided, I'll recite earlier, Al-Falaq, Bismillah, Qul Al-Falaq, min sharri ma khalaq. Min sharri ma khalaq, here we have got, for example, I'll take you very quickly back to our first last session. Here it is, right? So you can see, Qul A'udhu Falaq. Min sharri, I seek refuge in the Lord of the one who, Lord of the daybreak. Min sharri ma khalaq, from the evil of what he has created. Okay? Min sharri ghasiqin idha waqab, and the evil of the witch, right? When it falls. From the evil of the dark night when it falls. From the evil of the witches who blow north. From the evil of the enemies who are enemies, right? So all these forces are ma khalaqa idha waqab, or for example, or nafasat fil uqad idha hasad. All these are external forces. So if you want to protect yourself from external forces, then recite this surah. Okay? On the other hand, if you take Surah An-Nas, it is, we are seeking refuge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from internal forces, right? Because you can see, Kul A'udhu bin-Nas, min Malikin Nas, right? I seek refuge in Allah, the Lord of the people and Master of the people, right? Or Sovereign of the people, King of the people, Ilahi Nas, Lord of the people, min sharril waswasil khannas, from the evil of a khannas, who this shaitan who creates waswas. Alladhi, what he does, he waswisu fi sudur nas, and he can be from jinn or nas. So these are internal. Even, for example, a human being, he can be, for example, your enemy, but he can bring about kind of thought. He can, for example, say something to us whereby our thought process start, for example, doubting. If somebody were to, let's say something to you and you start doubting your faith, you start doubting Nauzubillah Quran, you start doubting, for example, Prophet, you start doubting hereafter, right? So although he's talking about that, this hereafter is just a hearsay and all those things, and when you start doubting, so that is the one he has created waswasa. He has created a whispering in your mind, and now you are thinking about it. So it's the internal forces, okay? So we seek refuge for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the King and the Lord and God of the people, that from this waswasa, from khannas, who can sometimes bring about whispering, okay, waswasa. So these are internal forces. The internal force was sneaky temper, who puts temptations into the breast and minds of human, and who is from among the jinn and the humans. Imam Sadiq al-Islam has said, whoever recites this surah in his home every night will be secure from the jinn and from the satanic whisperings, right? Whoever writes it down and makes a small children wear it as an amulet, they shall be presented they should be protected, not present from the jinn. Okay, sorry, this is a typo. Let me just correct it, okay. Protected from the jinn, okay? To understand the meaning of word waswas al-khannas, you can sometimes, if you don't understand, for example, sneaky temper, because this tempter, if you don't use this word in your daily life. So one of the things which I have always used, and that is why I have interest of collecting Quran translations. Some of the people know here because they have participated in the exhibition, is that I have a number of translations. Is that, for example, sometimes somebody tries to translate certain words which are not very clear or difficult, or we don't use them. Then you can see, for example, Maulana Rizvi uses whispering, slinking one. Now, Mir Ahmad Ali uses slinking whisperer. You know, Abbas and Masuma Jafar, who have done this thing, Abbas Masuma, who have done this book, I said, they use, for example, sneaking whisper, but they say into bracket the shaitan, right? So these are just to seek what protection from shaitan. This is important. So you can recite these things, especially when sometimes you start having doubt or certain things, recite this surah. This is just very brief. Any questions before we move to the next slide? No question? Okay. So I will cut the homework later on. I hope all of you have memorized this table. Hmm? Everybody know this table by heart of pronouns? No. So let us start, okay? We start with detached pronouns, right? Detached pronouns, which is, as we said here, detached pronouns is huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, right? So these are detached pronouns. And then, of course, attached pronouns, this one. So let us go for detached pronouns. And I want to hear volunteers to start, okay? So detached pronouns, third person feminine, singular, dual, and plural. Detached pronoun, third person feminine, singular, dual, and plural. Bismillah. Yes, go, Sister Zaida.
Here, huma, hunna.
I want you to answer from your memory, yeah?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, so here, huma, hunna. Thank you very much. Second person masculine. Yes, Adibai.
Uh, uh,
Second person masculine.
second person. Uh,
An,
it slips.
start with
Yeah,
an.
anta, antuma, antum, antum.
Antum. Anta, antuma, antum.
Yeah,
Okay, anta, antuma, antum. Awesome.
yeah.
Third person masculine. Let's get going. No, Saeed has done. Anybody else?
Sure.
Yes, Ali Raza. From your memory.
Yeah. Huwa, huma, hum.
Okay, huwa, huma, hum. Awesome. Yes. Second person feminine.
Can I do it?
Bismillah.
Yeah.
So Sabira, Bismillah.
Anti, antuma, antunna.
Awesome. Anti, antuma, antunna. Trust your memories. You can do it, mashallah. No, so anti, antuma, antunna. Yes. First person.
Can I go?
Anybody? Yes, Bismillah, Sister Latifa.
أنا نحن.
Yeah, ana, nahnu. Okay, so this was the pronouns which are detached or independent, and we read the entire table. Now we go to attached pronouns. Okay, same way. So third person feminine. Attached pronouns, third person feminine. Yes, Sister Latif, Zaida.
Ki, kuma, and kunna.
He, huma, and
كنا
hunna. Right, okay. He, huma, and hunna. Ahsant. Third person masculine. Again, attached pronouns. You're talking attached pronouns, okay? Third person masculine, attached pronouns.
Can
Yes,
I go
Ariza?
on?
Ariza, yes.
Who, huma, hum,
Who, huma,
hum.
hum, or hum. Okay, hum. Good. He, huma, hum. Ahsant, yes. Second person feminine.
Can I do it again?
Bismillah, yes. This is a better word.
He, huma, kunna.
Ahsant. Ki, kuma, kunna. And second person masculine.
I can do. Ka,
Yes.
Kuma, Kunna.
So, can you repeat again? Sorry.
Ka,
Mhm.
Kuma, and then Kunna.
Okay. So, come on. You're still in the office just now. That's why you can't switch on the video.
Sorry?
Are you in the office? You can't switch on the video?
I think videos should be switched on. Can't you see?
No, I can't. We can't see it. In any case, fine. That's okay. Good. Okay. First person.
أنا نحن
First person.
آه،
Attached pronoun. Keep in mind. Yes. Anybody would like? Yes, Sister Zaida.
is the ya and then the na.
Ya and na. And the na. So it is ya or ni. Okay. Ya or ni and na. Okay. Good. So
me.
this is the table which I wanted you to master. Inshallah, just trust your memory, you can do it. Okay. As I told you, ya and ni, the difference is that ya is for attaching to the nouns and ni is to attaching the verbs that we are going to see, inshallah. Now we go to lesson, we did what lessons 1, 2, 3, 4. Today we look at lesson 5, okay? So lesson 5 is, we are just using the same, for example, the table we had of pronoun, we are attaching it to the nouns. So attach pronouns with noun. So kalam is noun, kalamun is noun. What does it, how can you know this is a noun and not a verb or a particle? Anybody?
That's tanween, Jammu tanween.
Ahsan. Because of tanween, right? You can see kalamun, it is tanween. Only nouns take tanween, okay? So it is not a verb, nor is it a particle. Is that all clear? Anybody have a question about that?
Can you repeat that, please?
Sorry?
Can you repeat it?
It is noun because it is tanween. Kalamun.
Okay.
The verb does not take tanween, nor does a particle take tanween. Only nouns take tanween. And what is the function of this tanween? Anybody? What is the function of tanween?
It makes it nakira.
Ahsan. Tanween is a function of nakira, that means indefinite. Indefinite. Kalamun, a pen. It can be from thousands of pen, any one of the pen is a pen. So kalamun, first of all, is tanween, it is a sign of noun, and the function of tanween that it is nakira, it is indefinite. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we take noun, kalamun, and attach to all the pronouns, right? Third person masculine. Kalamuhu, his pen. Kalamuhuma, the pen of two men. Kalamuhuma, pen of two men. Kalamuhuma. Kalamuhum, pen of more than two men. So kalamuhum, for example, a pen which has been gifted to a class, now it belongs to the entire class. So it's kalamuhum. Or a pen gifted to the entire family. Example, sometimes, let's say that somebody visiting from Iran to your place or from Iraq, and they got a pen which is some kind of what, which was bought from the Haram, right, and say, okay, this is for your family. So that is now kalamuhum. It belongs to the family. Kalamuhum, okay, their pen. Kalamuha, her pen. Kalamuhuma, again, the pen of two sisters or two women. Kalamuhunna, pen of female. Now, when it comes to dual, there is no difference between masculine and feminine. And that is what I have done, is that I would put the same color. You can see yellow, right? Just to show that both of these, although in this case it is the pen of two male and the pen of two female, or pen of two sisters or two pen of two brothers, but because we just use huma, it will be just say, and then we put same color, okay? Kalam huma, kalam huma. So once we say kalam huma, it could be pen of two sisters, it can be pen of two brothers, it could be a pen of a husband and a wife, still kalam huma, because husband and wife, male and female, okay? Then comes to kalamuka, your pen. Kalamukuma, the pen of you two men. Kalamukum, the pen of you men. Right? So now you give that pen to a house family. So now say hada kalamukum. Now it is your pen. This belongs to you. Kalamuki, this is yours, especially for, for example, the husband brings on a birthday a special pen for his wife. So that's the kalamuki, this is yours, right? Or you bring for your daughter this kalamuki. Kalamukuma again, pen of you too. Again, same like our third person in the second person also. When it comes to dual, there is no difference between masculine and feminine. So kalamukuma. So I'll put the same color. Kalamukum, and here comes kalamukunna, the pen of you or women. Kalamukunna. Kalami is my pen. Kalamuna means our pen. 2, 3, 4 sisters, brothers, men and women combined. Is that clear? Any questions in this table?
Yeah, I have a question.
Bismillah.
So we know it's a noun because of tanween you said. Can't we say that it's an item, it's an object, it's a qalam is an object, so it's a noun?
Yeah. So kalam is an object, yes. But keep in mind, object also is a noun. Okay? Because as I told you that the first lesson was that we divided the words into three main categories: noun, verb, and particle. Of course, later on, this noun will be, for example, divided into object, subject, and pronouns, and all those things. That will come later on. On a
Okay.
broader category, it is just a noun, kalamun. Okay?
Okay. Right. Thank
But
you.
we'll come to later on object and subject later on. Any other questions? So now that all of you, so we have a table here of kalam, right? How about, for example, we use a word. So we'll take our lesson 4. We go to lesson 5 in our book. Okay, there is there kitab and kalam. Now there is also a word there. You can see baytun, bayt, right? Baytun means what?
House.
What the meaning of
House.
baytun?
House.
And why is bayt, house is known as baytun? Anybody knows why is house known as baytun? Because the Arabic word bata means to spend a night. So house is a place we spend, no? Yabitu. For example, Quran is talks about yabit somewhere. Also, for example, those of you who have been to Hajj, I hope all of you have been. Those who have not been, may Allah give you opportunity. Remember, we said that one of the wajibat of Hajj Tamattu is what? Mabit in Mina, right? Mabit in Mina. What is mabit? Spending a night in Mina. So it's the same root word. Bata is to spend a night. Bait is a place where we spend night. And mabit is the spending of night. No, that mabit. Okay. So mabit, this is baitun. So now that baitun, all of you means, you know, it means house. Okay. We go to the same table of kalamun, right? Kalamun here, right? And let us repeat kalamun with bait. Okay. So I want volunteers now. Replace kalam with bait and start joining bait with a pronoun. Okay, so take bait and join a pronoun. So third person feminine, join to bait. Yes, Mediba.
Baytuha, baytuhum, baytuhunna.
Baytuha,
بيتهما بيت
Baytuhuma,
بيتهن.
Baytuhunna. Awesome. So Baytuha, Baytuhuna, Baytuhuma, Baytuhunna. Do you see? Now third person masculine.
Can I go?
Yes, Bismillah.
Baitamuhu, Baitamuhuma, Baitamuhum.
No. Baytuhu.
Baituhu, sorry. Yeah, Baituhu.
Then next.
Yeah.
Baytuhu.
Baituhuma,
Mm-hmm.
Baituhum.
Baytuhum. Yeah. Okay. So Baytuhu, Baytuhuma, Baytuhum. Second person feminine. Yes, Sister Azia.
Baituki,
Yes.
Baitukunna,
Dual. What about dual?
Baitukunna.
No, dual. Baytuki. What is dual?
Oh, sorry, Baitukuma and
Mm-hmm.
Baitukunna.
Awesome. Baytuki, Baytukuma, Baytukunna. Okay. Your house. Yes. Okay. Second person masculine.
Can I do it, please?
Yes, Sister Helen.
Baituka, Baitukuma, Baitukum.
Okay. And Sister Helen, you can do the first person.
Beiti and Baituna.
Awesome. Bayti and Baytuna. Now, let me tell you one thing interesting. Okay. Did you see that all of you did very good? You can use any kind of verb. For example, in your textbook on page 19, there is kalamun, there is baytun, there is rakbun, rasulun, abdun, ismun. You can try adding all these nouns to the pronouns in the same way, the way you did, for example, kalamun and baytun. Okay, but one thing is interesting here is that see we say kalamun. Kalamun is what? Indefinite, right? Why? Because it means a pen. But kalamuhu is no longer indefinite. Why?
Because
Because
it's
it's his pen.
specific.
Because now it is his pen, right? So his pen is now definite. Their pen, your pen, my pen, our pen. So you can see you change the indefinite to definite by doing what? By adding
Pronoun.
pronoun. So whenever you add a pronoun to a noun, okay, it becomes definite. Are you all with me? Because now it is a definite. Kalamu, his pen. So this is Ali's pen, this is Mehdi's pen, this is Akbar's pen, this is Askar's pen, right? So his pen, her pen, this is Fatima's pens, this is Sabira's pen, this is Aliya's pen, right? So her pen, okay, do you see? So this is it, or this is your pen, this is my pen, so it becomes definite. Are you with me? So one way of changing indefinite into definite is by adding a pronoun. Is that clear? Right? No question about it, right? So that was lesson number 5 revision. Now we go to lesson number 5. Now we go to lesson number 6. Okay, so you can go to your lesson number 6 in your text, which is on page number 20, right? Lesson number 6 is on page number 20. Same, exactly same thing we do. The only difference is, okay, that we are now adding a verb, and the first person, instead of saying kalami, here we say tarakani. We don't say taraki. We say tarakani. Okay? Are you with me? So that's the only difference. Otherwise, we same. So tarakahu, tarakahuma, tarakahum. Taraka means to abandon, to just leave, for example, abandon, desert somebody. In all of you, if you remember, there's a story in Surah Juma which we listen every Friday or even recite, because it's Muslim to recite Surah Juma on Thursday evening, on Friday morning, and Friday afternoon, right? So we say, وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا. No, right? In this surah, if you see, in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, if you open Surah Al-Jumu'ah, and if you go to your Quran, I told you all of you keep the Quran in front of you. Just now, after I switched on the class, I went to just renew my wudu because I know that I'll be needing to open the Quran again, right? So Surah Al-Jumu'ah is Surah number 62 of the Quran, right? So let's go to Surah Al-Jumu'ah. There's a story there, right? You see, here it is. It says that the last verse is interesting. It says not last one, but no, what verse number 10, right? The last verse. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً وَلَهْوًا وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. When they sight a deal or a diversion, they scatter off towards it and leave you standing. So the story is that Prophet was leading Juma prayers in Medina, right? And suddenly a caravan came from outside, maybe Yemen somewhere. As in those days when the caravan came, a munadi, they will just start, ringing or calling. Oh, people, a caravan has come and start bartering. Come and just get your goods, right? So when people heard this thing whilst in masjid, they left the Prophet. Can you imagine? Rasulullah is there, either giving khutbah, and they left him, but because they must not be namaz, or it must be khutbah. But tarakuka qa'ima. Infaddu ilayha, they rushed towards it and then left you standing. Do you see this thing? So tarakuka is to abandon, taraka. Okay. So we say tarakahu. They left him. Tarakahu, he left him. Tarakahuma. They left two of them. Tarakahum, they left him. Tarakaha. Tarakahuma, tarakahunna. Tarakaka, tarakakuma, tarakakum. Tarakaki, tarakakuma, tarakakunna, tarakani, tarakana. Okay. So he left him, he left me, he left us. Taraka. Okay. So that is just to abandon. And also, watarakuka qa'ima. They left you standing. Subhanallah. Do you know why Imam is standing when he gives khutbah on Friday? It's because of this ayat. Right? You won't find any Imam giving khutbah on Friday sitting on the mimbar. Only somebody who is disabled. Every Imam, whether Sunni or Shia, whether in Toronto, in Saudi Arabia, anywhere, all over the world, right? Today, in this day and age, you can just log in, for example, listening to a khutbah taking place in different parts of the world. You'll find always the Imam is standing because of this particular verse. وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا. Or Rasulullah, they left you standing. So Prophet was giving khutbah whilst he was standing, not sitting on the mimbar. Are you all with me? So do you see how I want you to, as students of Quran, to gather this kind of things. Observe, when you recite Quran, observe what is being said. And use the language, your knowledge of language to see what is it. So this is how you find this, that every Imam, when he gives the khutbah on Friday, is standing. We only sit between the two khutbah to indicate now one khutbah is over. So the person sits down. Then the second khutbah begins, right? Just to indicate the khutbah is over. So taraka. So here is taraka, right? Whereby we add all these pronouns, taraka. The difference is tarakani. We don't say taraki, like kalami or what we say baiti, we say tarakani. So when it comes to verb, we add ni, tarakani. Is that clear? So now that is there, we go to your textbook, page 21. There is razaka, the first one. Razaka means he gave or he gave provision. Razaka. Okay, so let us put razaka. Let us attach pronoun to the verb razaka. Razaka is to provide or to give. Okay, razaka. Can we have now volunteer? Okay. Using the same table which is in front of you, but now we are going to replace taraka with razaka. Okay, so let us start. Okay,
Can I go?
yes, Bismillah.
So if I'm doing third person masculine, is razakahu, razakahuma, razakahum.
So third person. So razaka,
Razakahu,
razakahu, razakahuma, razakahum. Ahsant. Very good. Okay.
Do the next one.
Yes, Bismillah.
Razakaha, razakahuma, razakahunna.
Yeah, razakaha, razakahuma, razakahunna. Next one.
Can I go?
Bismillah.
So I'm doing second masculine.
Yeah, second person masculine. Yes.
It's gonna be razakaka,
Mhm.
razakakuma, razakakum.
Okay, so just a little okay warning. Razakaka. Okay, make sure that one is kaf, one is ka. Okay, so it's very clearly said razaka ka, razakaka, razakakuma, razakakum. So one is kaf, one is now, because this is a tricky thing. Okay, when it comes to second person, masculine or even feminine, right? Kaf and ka comes next to each other. Like earlier, as we said when we started this class, and also last class, we said when you come to this surah, make sure that no a'udhu billah. This is a and there is ain. So kul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. A and ain should not very clearly be pronounced. In the same way, we say razaqaka, razaqakuma, razaqakum. Yes. Next one, second person for me.
I can do that.
Bismillah.
Razakaki, razakakuma, razakakunna.
Ahsant. Okay. And then first person.
Shall I do it, please?
Yes, Bismillah.
Razakani and razakana.
Razaqani, razaqana. Okay, so
Yeah.
Allahu razaqana. For example, subhanallah, when somebody comes to you and says, you are sitting with your husband, you are sitting with your family, somebody comes and says, MashaAllah, you have such a good house. So in Arabic, the response will be that what Allahu razaqana. Allah is the one who has provided us this thing. No? Although some people also say, for example, ayat Quran, Haza min fadli Rabbi, you can say, but as now that you are learning language, you can say, Allahu razaqana. Allah is the one who has provided us. No, it's not our own efforts. Yes, Allah has, we put some efforts, but the rizq is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No? So Allahu razaqana. You see? Or for example, when somebody is talking to you and you are alone, you can say Allah razaqani. Allah is the one who provided me. Is that clear? Any questions?
Yes, actually, when we say razaqna, is the qaf carrying a sukun or a fatha?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Yeah, so in when we say razaqna,
Yes.
is the qaf carrying a sukun or a fatha?
Oh, very good question. Yeah. So if you see, right, if you have the table with you on page 20 in your book.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you see? Khalaqani, khalaqana. Right? Khalaqani, khalaqana. So in the same way, razaqani, razaqana. Okay, so razaka will stay as it is without changing. All those.
Okay.
You don't say razaqna. Subhanallah, and this is, I'm glad that you brought this thing. You know the difference between razaqana and razaqna? Anybody?
I think razakna is maybe just providing, maybe not.
Razaqna means we provided. Razaqana means he provided to us. Do you see the difference? And everybody makes mistake on the day of Eid. Let me share with you. Okay, let me bring the book. Yeah, I just don't have the book here, but inshallah I will bring it to next time. There is a takbir we recite on the day of Eid al-Adha, whereby we have to say razaqana. So we have to say razaqana, but people say razaqna. Razaqana means he provided us. That means Allah, because Allah is Razik, right? Razaqana means Allah provided us. Razaqna means we provided. We will come to it later on. So do you see, just because of that mistake, when your kaf, if you change kaf fatha to sakin, the meaning changes completely. You know. So there is a takbir. I don't have it just now in front of me. I thought that the book is with me. I think it should be here somewhere. Let me. Yes. Alhamdulillah, I got it. Okay. So this is the book, Manual of Ramadan Devotions, right? In this book, but I think this does not have the takbir of Eid al-Adha. It will have just takbir of Eid al-Fitr. Now, so I'll inshallah bring that what takbir of Eid al-Adha, which we recite on the day of Eid, right? And that on that day, there is that Allah, no. Yeah. So this is it's not there here, but inshallah I'll bring it the takbir and we will see. So Razaqana, I'm glad that you asked this question. Razaqana means he provided us. Razaqa is he provided, and na is a pronoun, it means he provided us. Razaqani, he provided me. Okay, so keep this in mind now that you are students of Arabic. I don't want you to make this mistake. These small things, people do make mistake, but not you, because you are students of Arabic. Any questions?
Yeah, can I please clarify this? So
Yes, it's
when
good.
we say razaqana with the fatha on the qaf, it means he provided us.
Yeah,
And then when we say razaqa with the sakin, razaqana,
yeah.
it means
We
we
provided.
provided.
Yes, we provided.
And yet there's the only difference is the fatha and the dhamma.
Yes, for sukun and fatah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes. Inshallah, I'll bring that example. If I remember, it is from what of Eid al-Adha. If you see if anybody has takbir of Eid al-Adha here, you can check it. You know, I think I have a book downstairs, but I don't want to just spend time just now. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So depending on the time, we have time. So no, we don't have much time, so we'll continue. Let's go. So this was revision of lesson 4 and 5 and 6. Any questions? So we go to the next slide, okay? So lesson number 9 we started last time. Right? We said we gave the story of Nabi Yusuf and his brothers, that what is Marifa and Nakira, right? Marifa is known, Nakira is not known, right? And as I also told you that what proper noun, you go to lesson number 9, which is on page 30, proper noun, right? Can be, there is no pattern, can be Musa, Ibrahimu, Maryamu, Muhammadun, Ahmadu, Makkatun. So there is no set pattern when it comes to proper noun, right? Can be anything. And besides the story of Nabi, Yusuf and his brothers, the similar things also appears. So I've given you all this, no? For example, here you can see that there is 1258. I gave you example of 1258. But if you go to 1562, 2150, 2369, 5125, all these verses, when you get time, look at them. And there is all the discussion of Marifa and Nakira, that somebody was unknown, Munkar, Munkar. Okay? Common nouns are names given to living and non-living beings and call all of them with a double dhamma, right? Common nouns, as I said, double dhamma. As in table number, on table, page 30, right? Rasulun, Qalamun, Shajarun, Baladun, Baytun, Kitabun. Yeah, on page 30, the table number, second table, you can see there are 6, right? Rasulun, Shajarun, Baytun, Qalamun, Baladun, Kitabun. These are common nouns, okay? These are nakira, all those. Now, haraka. Now, this is, you should know, haraka, singular is haraka, plural is harakat, okay? Are the vowel signs. Dhamma, Fatha, and Kasra, okay? So, Zer, Zabar, Pesh, as we know. So, this is Dhamma, Fatha, and Kasra. We'll come across, we'll be using this again and again. That are placed on letters of nouns, verbs, and particles. Adding a haraka on the last letter based on the grammatical rule is known as putting i'rab. Okay, so when you say put the right Arab. That means put the right haraka at the end based on the or grammatical rules. As we are going to, inshallah, always come and learn those things. The default Arab of a noun is always Dhamma. So if your name is Mahdi, you write Mahdiyun. If your name is Sabira, you say Sabiratun, right? If your name is Amina, you say Aminatun, right? This is how we write. Of course, we say Mahdi or Muhammad or Sabira or Amina because we pause with Sakin. But we write, for example, Makkatun. You see a Makkah, the city, his name is Makkah, right? But we write Makkatun. So keep in mind that always the default is always Dhammatain. Are you all with me? Always. The default Arab of a noun is Dhammatain. It becomes Kasratain and Fathatain on account of different rules. For example, Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Right? Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin. So it became Muhammadin, Muhammadan, but original was Muhammadun. You see, the default is Muhammadun. But because Muhammadan and Muhammadin, on account of different grammatical rules, which we are going to learn later on, inshallah, but just I'm trying to tell you that this is putting the right right haraka to the last letter of a noun is known as Arab. So when I tell you, make sure that the Arab is correct, that means always put the Arab. When you do homework, for homework, you are supposed to put the Arab. For example, just now, Sister Zaida asked, is it Razakana or Razakna? Now, usually you can even write Razak, for example, you can Razakana here without putting Fatah or anything. The answer is still correct. But for students, I want you to put the Arab. All this haraka sign you should put because we want to learn it correctly. So it is very important that we put the vowel signs correctly, okay, at this moment in time. Until that time we are confident, then we will not put those vowel signs, okay. So this is example, right? Examples of proper nouns, Marifa, lessons written. Musa, Ibrahimu, Maryamu, Muhammadun, Ahmadu, Makkatun, Adamu, Isa, Jibrilu, Nuhun, Yusuf. You can see. Sometimes it is Alif Maksura, sometimes only Dhamma, sometimes it is Alif Maksura, sometimes Dhammatain, right? So sometimes this. And I told you that some of the scholars I have read says that if you find that some of the letters does not have the matain, these are the nouns, these are the names not originally from Arabic words. So Maryam, Musa, Ibrahim, Adam, Isa, Jibreel, Yusuf. These are the names not originating from the Arabic word. On the other hand, for example, Muhammad, right? What is the original word of Muhammad? What is
Hamd.
Hamd, yeah, or Hamida, right? Hamida, to praise. So Hamida, so that is, Muhammad is the one who's often praised. Okay, and Ahmad is the one who is praised most. Okay. On the other hand, all Nakira nouns double Dhamma at the end. No? So for example, all, for example, here it is. Bishawatun, Adabun, Zulmatun, Ra'adun, Barkun, Kasayyibin. But of course, because Sayyibun becomes Kasayyibin, inshallah, you will see in the next lesson as we do, lesson number 7, when we come to preposition, Ka is a preposition. So because of Sayyibun becomes Kasayyibin. Otherwise, you can say Kashavatun, Adabun, Dulumatun, Ra'adun, Barakun. All these are common nouns which end with Dhammatain, and these are Nakira. Okay? Sayyibin also is Nakira. It became Sayyibin instead of Sayyibun because of Ka, which will come later, inshallah. That why became Ka. Okay. So these are pronouns. As I said, when we add the definite article to earlier, we said if you add pronoun to a noun, it becomes what? Definite, right? Also, if you add al, it becomes definite. So, for example, we say kitabun, a book. Al kitabu, the book. Kalamun, a pen. Al kalamu, the pen. So either by adding al or a pronoun, a nakira becomes marifa. Okay? And third, we are going to do it later on. Any questions? So this is, for example, you can see this is marifa. Fil ardi. Do you see ardi? Because there is alif lam, this is a marifa. Became ardu, becomes ardi. First of all, it was ardun, okay? Original was what? Ardun. Because of alif lam, what happens? Becomes al-ardu. Why not al-ardun? Anybody can tell me why it's not al-ardun?
You can't have both tanween and al. When you remove when you add al, you remove the tanween.
Yeah, so a word cannot be both a marifa and nakira. Are you with me? You can't say, for example, a pen, right? A pen or the pen, right? So you cannot have nakira and marifa at the same time. So because it was ardun, and now we added al, becomes al-ardu. And because of this preposition fi, which will come later on, inshallah, because of fi becomes fil ardi. Okay, in the same way, it was kafirun, which was original kafirun, but became al kafirin because of alif lam. So nun went away. And then, of course, because of ba, because of bil kafirin, we'll come to it. At the same time, sama'un became sama'i, right, because of min. It was narun, fire, but became an-naru. So keep in mind in Quran, whenever there is an-naru, means the fire. Means what? What does it refer to?
Jahannam.
Jahannam, automatically. Yeah, you don't need to say, So for example, we say, رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Right? Protect us from the fire from the azab of an-nar. So an-nar here means protection of the fire of Jahannam. It is known. So whenever you find in Quran an-nar, the fire, provided there is a story behind there, otherwise on its own, an-nar means the fire of Jahannam. So Jahannam sometimes also is just referred as a nar, because of fire. So now we go to our homework. How many of you had the chance to do the homework? Bismillah. Identify the surahs in Juz al-Amma that require the application of Kalkala rule at the end of the first few verses of the surah. Anybody?
Yeah, sure.
Bismillah.
Can I identify them?
Yes.
It's just basically a list of them,
Just
right?
give me one surah. One surah. One surah.
Oh, okay. Suratul Buruj.
Hassan. So let us all open Surah Al-Buruj, okay? Let's open the Quran. And what is the surah number, Sister Samira?
85.
85? Okay, good. Surah Al-Buruj. Do you see? Are you all there? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله والسماء ذات البروج واليوم موعود والشاهد ومشهود قتل أصحاب الأخدود النار ذات الوقود إذ هم عليها قعود وهم على ما يفعلون بالمؤمنين شهود وما نقموا منهم إلا أن يؤمنوا بالله العزيز الحميد الذي له ملك السماوات والأرض والله على كل شيء شهيد إن الذين فتنوا المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثم لم يتوبوا فلهم عذاب جهنم ولهم عذاب حريق. Right? So the first 10 verses you can see. Do you see? First 10 verses, all of them are and have this kalkala. So there will be so Parezgar reciting. I don't have time because I can see in my clock we only have about 3 minutes before we end. Otherwise, but what I invite you, please, today when you get a chance before you go to sleep, just listen to Parezgar when he recites this surah. Right? Go to tanzil.net, and in tanzil.net the last reciter is Parezgar. He's a Shia reciter. Listen to him and see how he recites this thing. Any other surah?
Surah Tariq.
Al-Buruj?
Surah Tariq.
Surah Tariq, very good. Next surah?
Surah Ikhlas.
Ikhlas, Ahsan. Any other surah?
Surah Masad
Surah
Balad.
Balad, Ahsan. Very good.
and
So
Surah Lahab.
Buruj, no, Ikhlas, Balad, and
Alaq.
Falaq.
Falak,
Surah Lahab.
and Lahab, Ahsan. Yeah. Okay.
Allah.
Very good. See? So here, good. Now let's go to Surah Yasin. Okay, all of us. Open Surah Yasin. And I want all of you to start participating before we end. No, 20 verses. We are only, how many are we? We are 11 people just now. So each one of you can just choose an ayat, okay? There's enough. We'll just do 11 verses so that we, and then we'll close the class, okay? So start choosing one of the ayat, and then I want you to tell me Marifa and Nakira and that, okay? So Bismillah. First, who is starting with the first one?
So I can start.
Who is this I? Okay,
Zara.
Sister Latif.
Yeah.
Oh, Sister Zara?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Zara. Okay. First
So I
ayat.
don't. So Yasin, this is like I'm assuming this is a proper noun. It refers to the prophet.
Yes, Asan. So Yasin, there are two, okay, there are two what interpretations. One, it is just a huruf muqatta'at. And that is why you will find that we say Yasin, right? Yasin. So it is huruf muqatta'at. But there is also a tradition which says it was the name of the prophet. Right? So yes, so Sister Zara is correct that Yasin here is what? It is a marifa. Are you all with us? Ayat number 2, Bismillah.
Can I go? Okay.
Yes,
Sorry.
Sister Latifa, go ahead, ayat
Yeah.
number 2.
So for the second ayat, it's wal Quran al Hakim. It's marifa.
Mhm. So what is marifa here? Which words?
Al Quran al Hakim.
Both the words, right?
Both the words. Yeah.
Yes. Al-Quran and
Al
Al-Hakim, okay? That wow is, we will
Is
keep it just now. We'll come to it later on, okay? So Al-Quran and Hakim both are marifa. Anybody disagrees? Right? So Yasin is marifa, Al-Quran is marifa, Hakim marifa. Ayat number 3.
Can I go?
Yeah, Bismillah.
Al-Mursaleen, that will be Marifa.
Awesome. Al-Mursaleen is marifa, okay? Al-Mursaleen. So it was Mursaloon, but became Al-Mursaleen. We will come to it later on, but just now it is Al-Mursaleen, is marifa. Yeah, good. Ayat number 4.
And siratim mustaqim, these are nakira.
So both Siratim and
Mustaqim.
Mustaqimin, right? Both are
Yes.
Nakira. You can
Nakira.
see they were Taneen, right? And then. And of course, it was Siratun, but because of preposition Allah, which we'll learn later on, inshallah, became Siratim. So Siratim and Mustaqimin both are Nakira. Are you all okay with me? Is that fine? Okay, ayat number 6.
Can I ask a
Bismillah,
question?
Bismillah.
So I guess the way I was doing it was a bit different in the sense that I'm thinking, okay, Siratul Mustaqim is the right path. So there's only one right path. So that would be, it's a known path. So that would be Marifa. But I guess that's not how I should be thinking. I should just be looking for the Al and the Tanween.
Yeah, because we can say for example, in Surah Al-Fatiha we say اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, right? صراط المستقيم, you can see al-mustaqim. So that is a path. But Allah sirat mustaqim, on a straight path, So of all the path, Prophet's path is the straight path. Okay? So this is, but this word siratim mustaqim, both are nakira. With there you can see we said, just now we did, right? We said all common nouns has what tanween, all of them, right? Without exception. So siratim mustaqim is nakira. Yes, ayat number 7.
Oh,
Rahim.
7 or 5?
Ayat number
5.
6. Okay. No, ayat number, sorry, ayat number 5. Yes.
5.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Bismillah. Tanzil al-Aziz al-Rahim. So Aziz and Al-Aziz and Al-Rahim Or
Both
Marifa.
both are marifa. Okay, Al-Aziz and Rahim, because both are marifa, both have what? Alif Lam. Ayat number 6.
I can try.
Yes, go ahead, Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. لِتُنْذِرَ قَوْمًا مَا أُنْذِرَ آبَاؤُهُمْ فَهُمْ غَافِلُونَ. So قَوْمًا would be nakira. آباؤهم would be
What is
nakira.
Abahum? Sorry, is it?
Your fathers, your forefathers.
So what is it?
It's nakira.
It is marifa, right? Remember just now what we said? We say kalamun is nakira. But kalamuhu is what? Marifa, right?
Yours.
So
Because it became
abahum,
your
their
fathers.
forefathers.
Right, okay.
So you're adding a pronoun to a noun. So that is marifa. Are you all with me?
Okay.
So
Yes.
abahum is marifa. Next ayat. Ayat number 7.
Can I go for the 7?
Yes,
Ayat
Bismillah.
number 7.
Sorry, can I
Yeah.
pause? So would in the 6th verse, would
Yes.
whom also be
Well,
proper
there's a
noun?
pronoun. There's a pronoun. We are just talking about nouns, right? Just now we are just using the nouns, which is either
Okay,
marifa or
okay,
nakira.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So in ayah number 7, I would say al-qawl. Al-qawlu is nakira.
Sorry, is
Al-qawl in ayah number 7.
it nakira?
It's
What is it? Qawl is what?
marifa.
Marifa, yes. And then?
So it's that and aksarihim.
What is it?
It's also nakira.
No, it's marifa.
Oh, sorry, marifa.
Abahum is marifa.
Yes,
Aksarihim is majority of them is marifa.
Majority of them. Okay.
Okay, the moment you add pronoun to a noun becomes marifa.
Okay.
Okay, good. Next one, ayat number 8. Sister Alia. Sister Zia, we have just finished, want to finish, right? Sister Zia, ayat number 8.
We're talking about Inna ja'alna fi anakim. Is that the one?
Yes.
Right. So here I would say al-adhkani, that is marifa.
Pascal, marifa, yes, but what about anakihim?
Nakihim, yes. Nakihim is marifa too.
Yeah, because we say their necks. We say anakihim. What about aglalan?
Aglalan. Would that be nakira?
Nakira, yes.
Yes.
It's not nakira, it's nakira, okay?
Nakira.
So,
Nakira,
yeah, so
sorry.
anakim is marifa, aglalan is nakira, and alaskan is marifa. Yes. Number 9. Sister Sabira? Ayat number 9.
No, that's already done. Jambin Baini Aidihim.
Yes.
That's marifa.
Very good.
Khalfihim marifa. Saddan nakira. Fa'akshaynahum marifa.
Is a verb, okay?
Oh, okay. Then never
Okay,
mind
so number
that.
10, ayat number 10. We have two more to go. Sister Alia, are you there? She is not there. Okay, Mehdi bhai?
I am here, but I can go 11. I think I missed 9th and 10th verses. Yeah.
Okay, do number 10.
I'll do the next verse, not the 10th.
Okay, anybody wants to do number 10? Mehdi bhai? Mehdi, Ariza, you done Ariza? Bismillah.
Sure. Alayhim could be marifa.
No, this is not a noun. Alayhim is a particle with whom. No, it's not at all noun. We say noun added to a pronoun, right? Alayhim, Allah is a particle. Remember, if you see, we have done lesson number 1. So alayhim is a pronoun added to a particle.
Okay.
But wasawa'un. So sawa'un is a nakira.
Yes.
And next one.
Anzartahum.
So there's the only one. Okay, anzartahum is a verb Tunzirhum is the verb. Okay. Yu'minun is the verb. Yes. Number 11. Yes, Sister Alia.
So for 11, I have Ar-Rahman, which is Marifa.
Mm-hmm.
Zikr.
Yeah, Zikra, which is Nakira.
Zikra is Marifa. What's
Right.
Oh,
Zikra?
sorry. Yeah, Az-Zikra is Marifa.
And then
Bimaghfira,
Maghfiratin. Yes.
Maghfiratin, it's Marifa.
Nakira.
Nakira, okay.
There's tanween there. Maghfiratin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then al-ghaybi.
Marifa.
Right.
Marifa, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Good. Thank you very much. Okay. So it's already over time. Sorry for that. We wanted to just do the homework together. Okay. So the next slide, let me just share with you. This is the answer. Okay. This is the answer. Here is the answer. Okay. Surat al-Buruj, Tariq, Balad, Masad, Ikhlas, right? And what is it? The first 10 verses, the first 3 verses, the first 5 verses. And you can see this is color coding, right? You can see this is Nakira and this is Marifa. Okay. Inshallah, this slide will be posted tomorrow. And this is, we didn't have time for this. This is the homework, okay? Which will, inshallah. So these 2 slides have not been posted. I will either send you separately or ask the webmaster to add them, inshallah. Shall I see you next week? Again, I'm very pleased that most of us joined on time, so we can finish on time. My apologies, we have taken extra 5-6 minutes. Please keep us in du'as. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may Allah accept our effort.
Excuse me.
Khuda Hafiz.
This is homework for session 2.
Yes.
So this is the homework
Yes.
that's due next week. Okay. I just
Yes,
thought we
yes,
did
yes.
the 10 verses of Surah. Oh, the last 10 verses. Okay,
Yes,
got it.
yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
So, Khuda Hafiz.
That's
Hafiz, thank
Khuda
you.
Hafiz. Khuda Hafiz.